This is an enormous concern for Dr. Hugo de Garis. He believes the biggest question facing the human race in the 21st century is if we indeed create massively intelligent machines or we do not. Why would this be an issue in the 21st century? Well, Dr. Hugo de Garis believes we will eventually create massively intelligent artificial intellects. And these intellects will appear godlike to us. So much so that a machine will become a trillion times more intelligent than humans. Once an AGI, or artificial general intelligence, the human level intelligence, reaches well beyond the intelligence of human beings, we will have achieved artificial superintelligence, or ASI. You're probably aware that many of the greatest minds have voiced concern about this coming reality. Men like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Stephen Hawking. Here are just a handful of quotes from Bill Gates. Quote, "I don't understand why some people are not concerned." Unquote. From Elon Musk. Quote, "We are summoning the demon." Unquote. From Stephen Hawking. Quote, "AI could be the worst event in the history of our civilization." Unquote. What are they so worried about? What would it mean if artificial superintelligence was released online? I've heard it said that it would be like the internet waking up. The internet would wake up under the power of a superintelligent consciousness that would have the ability to decrypt every secured system on the internet. It would control financial systems, global communication, power grids, anything and everything connected to the World Wide Web would be under the control of a massively intelligent entity with unmatched predictive power. The internet would wake up with the consciousness of a god. What are they really worried about? They're worried about coming face to face with a super intelligent entity that could easily wipe out the entire human race. They're concerned that the human race is facing extinction. So what's their solution? Well, Elon Musk thinks that if we can't beat them, join them. Musk believes the best way for the human race to survive superintelligence is to merge with it. He founded a company named Neuralink. His plan? To digitally merge with machine intelligence through an interface that connects the brain with the World Wide Web. More and more, technology is combining humans together with machine intelligence to create an online collective consciousness where the human brain itself makes up the digital fabric and neural connectivity that will ultimately make superintelligence possible. To say it another way, humanity itself is creating the digital cognitive substrate of advanced AI. While some see artificial superintelligence as the greatest threat to the human race, others promise that it's the next step in human evolution. They see ASI as the crowning achievement of the human race. They promise a day when we will have a shared godlike intelligence, and there will be social unity and harmony like never before. We will eliminate crime and poverty. Disease will be greatly diminished. Our environment will finally be healed. They even promise immortality. The belief that the human race can evolve beyond its current limitations by means of science and technology is called transhumanism. Trans in this instance refers to transcendence. The core idea is that humanity can transcend its current existence by means of technology. Remember the seduction of Babylon? How do demons plan to bring the human race under the power of the Antichrist? The human race will not be forced. They will freely welcome the Antichrist. But what will be the pitch? How will this be sold? Transcendence. You will be like God. Build the gateway of the gods. Now that we've seen how the human race is poised to finish what they started with the Tower of Babel, we should examine the future that Ray Kurzweil predicts and ask if it aligns with what the Bible teaches about the end times. The biblical study of the end times is called eschatology. We need to ask ourselves, are we looking at Bible prophecies with an antiquated perspective? One thing is certain, Bible prophecy is sure. The following is my attempt to understand the book of Revelation, in particular the 13th chapter, and to synchronize eschatology with the coming singularity. Let's begin with a read-through of the first part of Revelation chapter 13. And I saw a beast rising out of the sea, with 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 diadems on its horns and blasphemous names on its heads. And the beast that I saw was like a leopard. Its feet were like a bear's, and its mouth was like a lion's mouth. And to it the dragon gave his power, and his throne, and great authority. One of its heads seemed to have a mortal wound, but its mortal wound was healed, and the whole earth marveled as they followed the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, for he had given his authority to the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, "Who is like the beast, and who can fight against it?" And the beast was given a mouth uttering haughty and blasphemous words. And it was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to utter blasphemies against God, blaspheming his name and his dwelling, that is, those who dwell in heaven. Also, it was allowed to make war on the saints and to conquer them, and authority was given it over every tribe and people and language and nation. And all who dwell on earth will worship it, everyone whose name has not been written before the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who was slain. To understand who the seven-headed beast of Revelation 13 is, we must first understand who the seven-headed dragon of Revelation 12 is. In verse 3, John says he sees a sign in heaven, a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. John sees this sign in heaven. This is a heavenly reality. It is a 7-headed dragon that is the spiritual reality behind the earthly manifestation. Because what occurs in the earthly realm begins behind the veil of the scene. The spiritual realm is a dimension beyond our 3-dimensional world. In this hidden dimension, intelligences exist that have real agendas and real power to achieve their objective. What is the satanic objective? Well, in chapter 12, we can see Satan has 2 objectives. He wants to annihilate the Jewish people, and he wants to be worshipped. He has a sick God fantasy in his heart, where he wants to be worshipped on earth, just like God is worshipped in heaven. So the 7-headed beast of Revelation chapter 13 is Satan's campaign to do just that. His first step is to be embodied in the earth. So the earthly manifestation of the 7-headed dragon is the 7-headed beast. Revelation 17:8 makes a startling statement. It says that the dwellers on earth whose names have not been written in the book of life from the foundation of the world will marvel to see the beast, because it was, and is not, and is to come. The earth has not seen an embodiment of Satan since the serpent in the Garden of Eden. Well, Satan is embodied in the garden, and he will be embodied in the beast. There are 2 unthinkable realities that hang over our future. To the futurist, a godlike artificial superintelligence will govern the earth. The Bible-believing Christian, 7-headed beast of Revelation 13 will arise and rule the earth. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is that. The coming ASI God the futurists talk about is actually the first beast of Revelation 13, the one that fundamentalist Christians talk about. I believe that ASI will provide the housing necessary for the 7-headed dragon, or Satan. The advent of digital superintelligence will simulate consciousness, but not just any consciousness, but that of Satan himself. This will open the door to his embodiment in our world.